Good morning. It is Monday and it is Courageous Coffee Talk. I am Angel Gobel and I am a proud mama. I am a wonderful wife and I am a leader of the Higher View Nation of Women. I love to come alongside women and families and just help them through the process of just knowing who they are. So that's a little bit about me, and I want to go ahead and share my cup for today. I am pulling out the big guns. It is a Star Wars cup. Now, I will have to say good morning. This is hubby's cup, and it's got a lightsaber right there. Darth Vader lightsaber. And I will have to say a fun fact about us and our house. Star Wars, Marvel, and DC. And so we like all those fun, adventurous movies. And just a way to sit back, relax. But I will say there's a lot of prophetic stuff in the movies too. So, just a little fun fact. Today, I titled this, Courage is the Fear That Said Its Prayers. Courage is the fear that said its prayers. I was watching Chris Vallotton yesterday, and I'm doing SQ, Spiritual Intelligence School, with him. And he said that. Courage is the fear that said its prayers. And I was like, heck yes, it is. I loved it. I love that saying. Because honestly, the only way that we have courage in the things that we need, it's through prayers. It's through time with him. It's knowing that it's not in my strength, but in his strength. All I have to do is be obedient and take the first steps. So, I wanted to share just a little bit of a miracle. Like, someone had posted that we should start doing, like Fun Fact Fridays and Thankful Thursdays. Well, we should start sharing where literally the Lord has done miracles in our lives. And start sharing those things. Where he has shown up big. He shows up every day in areas where we don't even see him or know that he's even there, but he is. But I was given a story today, took me back to when I was almost 13. I wasn't even 13 yet. I had a girlfriend come and late at night in the morning, like roughly I would say about 1 o'clock in the morning, actually call me in the middle of the night and say that she was out front in the driveway. Okay, remember, we're like 12 and 13. And she's like, I'm in the front of your driveway. I took my mom's car. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And this girl had just dealt with some things in her life. And so I knew that she could not make the right choices. So silly me, instead of waking up my parents, I quickly went down to the driveway and there she was in her mom's car. So I am totally a person that takes things into my own hands and that will solve the problem and take care of it because I don't want her to get into trouble and so on. And I knew how to drive a car. I had actually been driving since I was 10 years old on back roads. So I got about 2 years of experience. And I thought, gee, I'll take her home and I'll walk home because it wasn't that far. Well, that wasn't exactly all that happened. I drove her towards her house and she wanted to go see her boyfriend. And then it turned into this whole big thing. And I'm like, anyways, I should have just taken her home, right? I shouldn't have tried to be the friend that's like, sure, we can go do that really quick and then I'll take you home. Well, she decided, too, that she wanted to jump in the driver's seat and be the one driving the car when we pulled into the driveway. Now, here's where the miracle comes in. That was all a miracle. There were angels watching us the whole time on the back roads and all around because we were driving everywhere. She says, let me drive. Let me pull into the driveway. Well, all of a sudden, she forgot. So she's in the driver's seat, and I'm in the passenger seat. And all of a sudden, she forgot that instead of hitting the gas pedal, she needed to hit the brake. Well, she hit the gas pedal instead. And we were driving directly at someone's house at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I remember closing my eyes. And we were going to hit. We would have hit the house. We would have hit the room. I mean, it would have probably been manslaughter because we would have gone right through a room. And I remember closing my eyes as she was not hitting the brake and screaming to Jesus, Jesus! And when I opened my eyes, we were turned around completely on the other side, on top of a park, play park, P-A-R-K, play park, on top of a slide. So you tell me how we went from hitting a house to being on top of a slide on a play park. Our car literally was flipped. So I'll give credit to my angels, and I'll give credit to Jesus for that one, that it was a miracle that we hit a slide instead of a house. And I'll never forget, I got out of the car, freaking out, shaking, and we're calling, 911's been called. No one's hurt, thank God. The back of the car is totaled. And that was another miracle in itself, because she wanted to pick up a friend also. And yeah, cops came. It was a big ordeal. Cop car, all the consequences that came with it, because I tried to take it into my own hands, and because I was 12 and knew better than just going to tell my parents. And a miracle, though. Like, literally, that is a story that I will never forget. And no one else will ever forget in that town either. So that is just a fun little story of literally a miracle. I don't know how many times before that the Lord has shown me miracles. But I'm like, oh my goodness, there is no way other than that was you. That we didn't go through the house. That we didn't hurt somebody. That I'm not spending time in, prison for hurting somebody because I made a choice to get in the car with her. So, just story upon story upon story of what the Lord will do for choices that we make that aren't the smartest. And He protects us anyways. So, yeah. And then, so courage is fear that said its prayers. Courage is fear that said its prayers. And I just think about that. I think about all the times that I have been in that situation of fear. In that moment of not knowing what to do or where to go or how to go about it. But I know who does. To be in that moment of intimacy with my Father, with Jesus, and say my prayers. And it's not a list of things that you have to say or do. It's just literally being in that intimate place with Him. And being like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where I'm going or how I'm going to take care of this. But I know you do. And it's just me having that connection with Him. I know my voice sounds a little scratchy today. I've had a tickle in my throat. So tickle be gone. But yeah. So courage is the fear that said its prayers. So I always say to you too, that it's really, really, really important that you put pen to paper. I have stacks where I will take, sayings or quotes or things like that come to me and write them down. I have stacks of paper next to me. I have a pen. I always have my prayer, my journal where I spend time with the Lord and just hearing His heart for me. Just being able to take my thoughts to paper. And I have one for that time and I have one for business too. But if you have, I know that you've all heard it again and again and again, especially if you've been on Courageous Coffee Talk with me, how much I talk about pen to paper, journaling, spending time, writing things down. And then, making your list or this or that or so on. It's only to get everything out of your head and get it down. That's the first part of putting vision. Those perish without vision. It's literally putting that vision to paper to begin for it to become to life. You're writing the ideas out. So I always love to share too that it does not matter what you did not get finished yesterday. Sorry. It does not matter all that you have to do tomorrow. What matters is what's in your hands today. What do you got to do today? What things do you want to do today? Where on that list is you on that list of some self-care also? So I just want to leave you with that as we're past our 10-minute mark, that all of you are amazing. You have amazing ideas. You have amazing dreams, desires, wants. And I believe the Father wants to give you your heart's desires, your wants. And because I believe He's put those there. So just moving forward in that today, what does that look like? How can you go to the next step? And remember, it's just doing what is in your hands today. Don't get overwhelmed for tomorrow, and don't get overwhelmed what you didn't do yesterday. Okay? So I love to go ahead and share affirmations over you daily. So, you are bright. You are joyful. You are free. You are created and designed to be exactly you. You are beautiful and you are loved. So, go out and be courageous today. Go out and inspire someone, and go out and love someone today. All right. Love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. In the comments below, put your favorite Star Wars, Marvel, or DC movie, and we'll have fun back and forth. My favorite is Wonder Woman, and it's the first one. That's my favorite. All right. Love you all. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye.